Hi everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? So I'm taking some time right now. I'm gonna wait for a couple of minutes to see some time right now. I'm gonna to see. So we got like 5 people watching right now. So that's good. Okay. So who's all watching right now? So we got okay. I'm just waiting for a few more minutes. So it's a Thursday night. It's March 22nd, 2018. State of New Jersey. Hey, Panic, how you doing? We got 5 people watching. Come on, I want to get more people watching this live stream. Hey, kinda, how you doing? Are you? You know what? I don't like to use the word lesbian. I use the word gay, so I don't know what my sexuality has to do with anything at this point, but hey, that's okay. And I'm a proud gay person. Uh, Panic, how did I do in the snowstorm? I did pretty good. I pretty much stayed in the house, and I slept in the night just like everybody else. Saw my rainbow flag. Where's your rainbow flag? So, I'm gonna do my little introduction now. Hi, my name is Jen Coombs. I'm from Time to Change Jersey Style. I would like to welcome all my wacky fans to Jen's Rambling Banter Show. All are welcome to be, no, all invited to be part of my wacky fan club. It's all inclusive. It doesn't matter what walk of life that you come from either. So, I don't really have any topics planned for tonight because I try to do my live stream shows like once a week, mostly on Wednesdays. But figuring this was like a snow day, snowstorm, I figured so I would. Are you guys start streaming on Facebook again? Um, if I'm gonna start streaming on Facebook again, it's gonna be very little, not much. I'm trying to cross over to YouTube, so I want to film on both platforms and stuff. So I'm trying I want to film on multiple platforms at this point, but right now I'm taking things one step at a time. So um, oh, Jacob is here. He makes at least once at least one appearance during the broadcast. So am I planning on doing more audits? I don't like to use the word audits per se. Yes, I, I do have plans of filming at different locations. Yes, but right now I don't have the capability of doing it at this point because the Old Bridge Police Department has my cell phone without my permission. So, this is Jacob. He's like 17 years old. So, and actually you can see his like Mickey Mouse, his, yeah, his like Mickey Mouse. Can you see it? So, why did they take my phone? You know what? Call them up and ask them. So, because I told one of the officers there, there's like nothing really on it. I mean, there's no big secrets, no nothing. I mean, there's like nothing on it. I mean, I'm like a harmless person. I mean, I was just being an independent citizen journalist, and they don't seem to understand that. So, when will they give it back? Who knows at this point? You gotta ask them. And I mean, if they're like looking for the video footage, from my cell phone, they were going to get it anyway. I mean, eventually they were gonna get it anyway. So I mean, it's like no big deal. Yeah, but I mean, I did ask like a few times already, and they keep bouncing me back to the next court hearing. So it might be up to a judge at this point. So that's it. And last night I had issues live streaming my show. It probably has something had to do with the snowstorm and everything. So, oh, like I said, I don't really have any topics planned for tonight. So it's like right now it's like it's not like a free for all, but it's like on last night's show, somebody mentioned something about a mission statement along those lines, and I'm gonna be honest, I do have a mission statement for my media brand. Looking it up right now, everybody. Just give me like a couple, like one more minute. Okay, this is coming from this mission statement is coming from my Facebook page that is called Time to Change Jersey Style. The mission statement is waking people up and tell them no. Okay, sorry about that. This is the mission statement. Waking people up and let them know the importance of questioning everything they learn for the benefit of themselves and others. Open discussions on things that actually matter. Bring more transparency and accountability to the state of New Jersey and beyond. That is my mission statement. Again, the next, and this is coming from my Facebook page. It goes under the general information. It says videotaping and taking photographs of people and things that are plainly visible from public spaces is a constitutional right, and that includes federal buildings, transportation faculties, and police and other government officials carrying out their duties. Unfortunately, there is a widespread continuing pattern of law enforcement officers ordering people to stop taking photographs and videotaping from public spaces and harassing and detaining and arresting those who fail to comply. Again, the next paragraph. This is my on my Facebook page. It is called like a company overview, but again, to me, it's my brand overview, and it states that I'm an independent. Oh, I forgot to put citizen down there, but I'm an independent citizen journalist that gathers information about what public and or government officials do on public property, and specifically a right to record matters of public interest. As an American citizen, it's important to observe how our tax dollars are being utilized, as well as seeing how well public and our government officials uphold their oath to the Constitution. So this is all from my Facebook page. That is called Time to Change Jersey Style. So hey Gerald, John, how you doing? Yes, thank you for being a fan. You're a wacky fan for life. Because that's what I call all my fans. The wacky. I mean, you're entitled. Everybody's invited to be part of my wacky fan club. All inclusive. It doesn't matter what walk of life either. Well, like I said, I don't really have any topics planned for tonight. It's, you know what, we could have like a fun night. Right now, I'm going to get my telephone, so if anybody wants to call in, they can. So, give me 1 second. Okay. My telephone number is 732-988-0125. So I'm going to type this in. 732-988-0125. So, like I said, I don't really have any topics planned for tonight. And plus, I had to reboot some stuff when it came to the live streaming platforms and stuff. So, and it appears like the stream is coming through very well too tonight. So that's good. So, what is everybody doing tonight? Anything? So, anybody's doing anything tonight? And, like I said, I'm still an amateur at this stuff, and I'm, learning I'm learning on the fly. Oh, last night's broadcast, Richard Lord coined a good saying, statement, quote, and I'm going to run with it, but I'm going to give him credit for the quote. Because we were discussing about code of conduct and standards for citizen journalism and things like that, and we were talking about all the different personalities and stuff, and he came up with the most brilliant quote that I ever came across when it comes to this stuff, and I'm like looking for it right now. He stated, principles before personalities. Again, this is from Richard Lord. He stated this quote last night. Again, he stated principles before personalities. And I think that's an awesome quote. So, see, Garrett Mitchell. See, I have like mixed feelings about call floods, because I don't know if they really work in our favor or not. So, I mean, I don't know. And I'm gonna be honest, I have like mixed feelings about it. And the reason why I have mixed feelings about it is because of what happened in Springfield, Oregon, with Bunny Boots Inc. and everything else. Like I said, I don't know if they really work in our favor or not. Garrett Mitchell, you have a question. When the cops stop and say they've been responding to a complaint, why don't auditors question the cops about the complaint? Garrett, how would you citizen journalists and auditors, how would they respond to that? Do you have any suggestions? Because I'm open to suggestions, because I mean, like I said, I'm gonna be honest. I dealt like with a lot of law enforcement officers, and each officer is different. So I mean, like somebody said to me, it's like it's the wild card, because you don't know how they're gonna respond in any given situation. Hey Will, how you doing? Hey Eastern PA, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Eastern PA, my court hearing for Old Bridge is coming up on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday at 9 a.m. So, going back to Garrett Mitchell, What are your suggestions? I mean, I'm open to suggestions. And plus that, and another thing, it all depends on their training too. Like when it comes to like the First Amendment. So I mean, Old Bridge, New Jersey. That's where the next court hearing is. I mean, I just want my cell phone back at this point. I'm being patient in everything else. Um, Actually, that's good. That's like very good suggestions, Garrett. But the thing is, they don't always like. I'm gonna be honest. The other I'm like okay. I'm like thinking at this point. Because sometimes they play like, oh, we can't tell you anything at this point. And then sometimes I tell them, well, I can get the information through Oprah, just asking for the CAD report. So I mean, like I said, it all depends on the situation. Well, what did they say about my cell phone? Well, I can't have it at this point. The three charges in Old Bridge is I'm going to, the three charges are harassment, resisting arrest, and disorderly conduct. So, but beyond that, I can't say anything beyond that. I'm going on the advice of my attorney at this point. I cannot say anything beyond that. And again, these are like only allegations at this point. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's true. I just think I don't think they don't appreciate transparency and accountability when it comes to that town. And two, they don't have the training and the education when it comes to the First Amendment as well. So, and I think that's why I would like to reach out to all the county prosecutors and the New Jersey State Attorney, because like I said, there is like a lot of I mean, I don't want like people getting hemmed up for no, it's not the arraignment, it's the second court appearance, Eastern PA. Does the ALCU support, again, I don't want to use auditors. I don't. I mean, like I said, because for me, I film different things. I mean, I film meetings and stuff like that, or council meetings and things like that. And I mean, And I film like walks. I film other stuff as well too. I film rallies as well too. So it's not like I just. I do a range of filming different things. And I'm just trying to build a media brand from scratch. And that's what I'm trying to do. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm harmless. I'm all about transparency and accountability. And honestly, I have a genuine interest with this stuff. Yes, citizen journalist, correct. Because like I said, I film different things. It's just, I film several different things. So, and I have to, I want to get these videos up to show you like what I mean. Like when I mean I film different things. I'm gonna like, actually, okay, this is my, this is from, okay, this is from my GoFundMe account. Um, this is like the little story, section that I wrote out for myself. I'm gonna read it. It says, "Thank you for taking the time to look into my GoFundMe account. I'm an independent citizen journalist and a First Amendment advocate that gathers content for different stories. I'm learning the fundamentals of being an independent video journalist. I like to gather information about what public and or government officials do on public property, and specifically a right to record matters of the public interest. As an American citizen, it's important to observe how our tax dollars are being utilized, as well as seeing how well public and our government officials uphold their oath to the Constitution. I have short-term and long-term goals of building a media brand that is being produced and going to be produced on the internet. In order to do that, I need better quality equipment. I would like to print business cards, some educational literature, and be able to take time off to travel to different locations to record. There is also a lack of education and training when it comes to the First Amendment and certain laws within the state of New Jersey. The name for my parent media brand is called Ask New Jersey Media Company. I also have 3 sub-brands underneath it that are called Time to Change Jersey Style, Neptune City Metro Media New Jersey, and Jennifer Lynn Imagery. The mission statement underneath it, again, this comes from my Facebook account, or my Facebook page too. And it says, "Waken people up and let them know the importance of questioning everything they have learned for the benefit of themselves and others. Open discussions on things that actually matter. Bring more transparency and accountability to the state of New Jersey and beyond." So that comes from a GoFundMe account. Um, Garrett, I think you're right. I think that citizen journalist has to be better. Or me too. Put myself in that group too. That citizen journalists, we have to be like better organized, and because we could be a lot more successful. Eastern PA, Black Coat Media wants to go. They would like to go cross country, but it's gonna take time to develop and everything. Um, I think there's a lot of good things that are gonna come out of that. My thing is, to stay, um, is like film, like get more people filming within the state of New Jersey, and have it like a network of other citizen journalists within the state of New Jersey that we can depend on. And there are like 21 counties and 565 towns within the state of New Jersey. And for a small state, that's a lot. So, and plus that, and I mentioned this, and I brought this up last night, we need to have some sort of code of conduct and standards for us to go by. It's all about principles before personalities. And I mean, I hate to say this, but we need to treat them. We gotta treat them. Okay, we need to treat law enforcement and the government with respect, but without sacrificing our rights. Okay? And I'm gonna be honest, calling them names and everything else, it's not doing the job at all. Eastern PA, the issue is it's a grassroots movement across America, let alone the world. Need regional groups. Yes, you are right about that. And well, yes, name calling does not help at all. Putting them down. I mean, oh yeah, the death threats. That drives me up the wall. We don't need death threats against law enforcement. I'm sorry. That's crossing the line, people. And guess what? Law enforcement can nail you for terroristic threats when it comes to that stuff. And I'm going to be honest. Don't do any death threats on my channel. Because if you do, I'm going to report you to law enforcement. Because I don't want nothing to do with that stuff. I'm all about being law-abiding. Okay? That's the truth. You don't put that stuff on my channel. Death threats. Are you are you like mental or something? And like I said, if you put the death threats on my channel, I will report you to law enforcement. And I did this on 2 occasions already. Correct. It's considered the death threats. It's legally considered terroristic threats. I think that's the correct name for it. And I'm gonna be honest. I don't want nothing to do with that stuff. Don't want nothing to do with that stuff. And like I said, I mean, like, my whole thing is about documenting what public and law enforcement and government officials do on public time. And like film like what's in their buildings too, because they have a lot of art, a lot of neat artwork and history and stuff like that too. So I mean, I cover different topics. I mean, like I said, I mean, I don't want the negativity on my YouTube channel. I mean, let's try to keep things PG-13 here. Anthony Tommy, if you respect law enforcement, they in return may respect you because they are citizens too, when not in uniform, and they have families as well too. And they have friends. I mean, and I'm gonna be honest, their job is not easy by a long shot. Far from it. But on the other hand, I think they need to be held to a higher level of accountability as well too. Because any interaction that you have with them, they hold your lives in their hands. And some of them don't care about you, and they're willing to play dirty. Yes, you're right. Eastern PA. It's hard to know who's the good ones. I mean, out of the sometimes it's hard to know who's and who's not. And I mean, that's why it's like, and I'm gonna be honest, like, whenever I talk on my live stream, I talk like I'm talking in front of within a courtroom. So if anybody like brings my video footage into the courtroom, I mean, I got like nothing to worry about. And actually, like, when I text other people on my cell phone, or if I if I talk on Facebook or anything like that, I make sure there's nothing can be held against me in any way, shape, or form. It's not because I have nothing to hide. It's not like I have anything to hide. It's like, I mean, I don't want like anything innocent like being turned into a false narrative or anything like that. Because I have seen that already. I've seen that with me already. Because people make these false assumptions and they run with it, and they do these false narratives and everything else, and I think it's not fair. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a harmless person. I respect the law. Actually, I respect the Constitution more than anything else. And I know the government and law enforcement monitors my YouTube channel. I know law enforcement and the government monitors my Facebook page as well too. I know that for a fact. So, I mean, I know that for a fact. They monitor stuff. But I mean, like I said, I mean, it's not like I have nothing to hide. It's just like they can. They can twist anything around. That's the issue. To fit their false agenda. I mean, this is not new. So I live in Neptune City, and the higher ups within the police department, of the Neptune City Police Department, called me anti-cop, and they called me a sovereign citizen as well, or a semi-sovereign citizen as well too. And this is going back to January, February of like last year, I think. Last year, yeah. But I know that's not true. And this is what I mean. If my own town law enforcement can say this about me, and this stuff is not true. Because I'm not a sovereign citizen. Far from it. I think they're a bunch of like nutty people. And I'm not anti-cop either. And more than anything else, I'm pro-community. I'm going to keep repeating this too. I'm pro-community. Yes, I mean, so I'm pro-community. I'm going to be honest, there's some things that I don't agree with law enforcement on, but there's some things I do agree with them on too. Same thing with citizens. I mean, like I said, I'm not perfect. Far from it. I'm not perfect. I made plenty of mistakes along the way. But I know within my soul, I'm a harmless person. I do not present any danger to anybody or even to myself at this point, okay? There is no criminal intent behind me or intentions behind what I do. It's all about building a media brand from scratch. Amateur style. So, Yes, you're right. Yes, Will. Yes, everybody has. Right, I do have rights. Everybody has rights. I mean, like I said, I don't really have any issues planned for tonight. Again, I have my phone, so if anybody wants to call me, my telephone number is 732-988-0125. So hit me up. So 732-988-0125. Oh man, I screwed that up. I'm gonna remove that. 732-988-0125. Okay. So whoever wants to give me a call and have a respectful discussion, call me at 732-988-0125. And I do have a policy, meaning that if you prank my phone call, I'm going to publish your phone number. Because I have caller ID. So. Yes, and Jacob is being very quiet too tonight for some reason or another. Oh, he's having a sneak. He just had a sneezing fit. So give me a call. Again, my telephone number is 732-988-0125. Oh yeah, so this is going back to my personal Facebook page. I have a cross section of Facebook friends. Going back to my childhood schoolmates when I was in school. I have some law enforcement as Facebook friends too. I have politicians as Facebook friends as well too. So I have family as Facebook friends as well too. You name it. You name it. I have a cross section of different people that I'm Facebook friends with. So it's like, it's not like, so if law enforcement wants to dig into my Facebook account, it's like they can easily do that. And it's like I said, like I said, I have nothing to hide. So it's like I said, I had cross section Facebook friends, politicians, law enforcement, childhood school friends, family, work related Facebook friends. I have friends from out of the country. Friends from across the country. It's like I said. If law enforcement wants to do an investigation on me, they're not gonna like. They're not gonna find anything. They're not gonna I mean, they're not gonna find anything like criminal or anything like that. I mean, like I said, I'm just all about transparency and accountability in filming, in the First Amendment and stuff like that. That's it, folks. You know, like I said, I'm learning everything on the fly. I'm building this media brain from scratch. So, Bunny Boots Inc. Yes, they would be wasting a lot of time and money. And we get a laugh at them spinning tires in the mud. That cracks me up. I mean, they can investigate me all they want. They're not gonna. I mean, there's I'm not a criminal, folks. Or I don't have. Wait, I take that back. I don't have any criminal intent on my behalf. Hey, Bunny Books Inc., you gotta give me a phone call. So, and Bunny Boots Inc., he's a smart person. He's up to on the law and everything. So, I mean, he's out there. He's out there doing stuff. I mean, he's like been there, done it. I mean, he knows how hard this stuff is. And I'm gonna be honest, some of the stuff takes a toll on people too. Even like people with good mental health, it still takes a toll on them. So, and I mean, again, my telephone number is 732-988-0125. So, I mean, whoever wants to, I mean, give me a call. I mean, I know it's it's a Thursday night and everything. It's not my usual night to film my show. So, oh, we have a phone call now. Hi, this is Jen Coombs. You're on live.
Yo, it's me, Bunny Boots Inc.
Hey, Bunny Boots Inc. How you doing?
Oh, nothing much. Just sitting back and going through a list of the various live stream platforms that I'm possibly going to expand to as I do a little bit of research on each one.
Well, I'm still in the beginning of all this because I would like to expand myself. But right now, I need to master the ones that I already have, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, as is, I'm just taking the forefront on the technology part because that's just how I am. It's like, oh, I have this capability, I'm going to go ahead and expand that way, so. In which case, right now when I'm going through with the one software, is now I have a better spread on the unified chat system that I like. I am now looking to expand which platforms I can stream to. And one of those is actually going to be based out of Japan, which is known as Nico Nico Daga, or Nico Nico.
Wow. Not to put you on the spot, but what's going on with Springfield, Oregon?
Slow going process, that is for sure. I finally got a chance to talk with an attorney the other day, and waiting for some follow up. They're putting in paperwork for a bunch of stuff, but they are on par with me and helped me fight the charges and all that stuff. Of course, I also learned that the original attorney that they assigned to me kicked back the actual case assignment, and it's been sort of an issue where several people they have contracted to do with doing the public defender stuff, the court-appointed attorney thing. As soon as they figure out who I am, they're like, no, we don't want anything to do with this case. So it's been a good chuckle learning about that info.
How come they, like, what are the reasons that they're given that they don't want to deal with the case?
Well, the main reason is due to the fact that I actually want to fight the charges all the way. And I don't want to take a plea deal and stuff like that. That's what I suspect. I have not talked to any of these attorneys. I've just been informed that several of them have kicked back the case saying, no, we don't want anything to do with this. And so my suspicion is that they just don't want to deal with a case that is going to take a lot of time and money, especially when it comes to a public defender contract.
Okay.
Or attorney contract with the city.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just how that is.
I mean, a couple of my cases are still like a year in yet, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, when it comes to these cases, just fighting the criminal aspect can be very time-consuming in itself. A good example would be with the Patosai. His case took almost the criminal charges were dismissed fairly quickly, but just the civil case itself took nearly 18 months, and that was just a civil case. That didn't even deal with the criminal cases. And right now we got Poetic, who's going on for a year with his current case. Tom Zebra with his drone compensation, when they took his drone, it took 2 years to get his drone back. Well, almost 3, actually. It's just all these court cases, unfortunately, the legal process is very slow, but there is the advantage to that in the aspect that allows people to gather up information to provide a best defense. In the case of a criminal case, when it comes to civil, it can be a different issue, but generally it's trying to make sure all the facts are in place before anything goes to trial, and giving ample time for a settlement to happen between the two parties.
Yeah, I mean, going to Poetic's justice case, I still don't understand, like, what was he charged with and everything else, so I don't really understand the whole case.
I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I just know that they, in the process, they end up taking his camcorder, and they're like, yeah, we're not gonna. The entire issue is about him filming some sort of police stop or something like that. I can't remember all the details because last time I really looked up the details of why it happened was nearly 6 months ago. I think it was like sometime last year.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just listening. So I'm still like tweaking my my live stream shows. So.
Yeah, well, I'm doing my own little multitasking too right now. I'm, as I said, doing research into the whole account stuff, and some of the accounts I've set up in the past doing research on just new live stream platforms when when Bamboozer shut down. And I'm like, okay, is there anybody that's got default software that will be able to do the same thing that Bamboozer did? And unfortunately, a lot, in most cases, well, in every single case I've looked, it's been no, with the exception of Streamlabs and Ace Live Streaming, which is similar to Streamlabs, but the problem is you have to have you got to go and set up the accounts with the platforms that they stream to.
Okay.
Or have some sort of setup like what I do.
Okay. And that costs us money too, right?
What, Streamlabs? No, Streamlabs and Ace Livestream are free.
Okay.
That's a part of the reason why, one of the other things that I've been looking for is, okay, who gives it to us, who we can work with for free. It's not going to cost us money, and it's going to be the easiest and has the best capabilities. Right now, Streamlabs does it, and Ace Livestream, which I haven't done a tutorial video on, which is going to take time for me to produce, are capable of doing that. Now, the setups on all that stuff are completely different. Ace is a little bit more difficult. Streamlabs is a lot more straightforward, but still requires a little bit of experimenting and researching and playing with to make sure you're good with it. Oh, that's the wrong.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's good, all good information, so.
Yeah. And as people that are getting out there and doing the cop watching, personal auditing, or testing, when you're getting out there and doing that, if you're solo, live streaming is a great way to cover your butt for if they take your stuff. And in which case, at least you have something that gets out, whether it just be audio only or audio with a crappy picture, if you're given the area and circumstance and stuff like that. That's why I view my live streams mainly as when I'm going out there and doing first-move testing. They are just a lifeline to get the audio out. Video and picture are secondary when it comes to that issue. But, getting the audio out is very important, which is a good case with the Springfield incident right there.
Yeah, see, that's the issue that I have with Old Bridge, New Jersey, is that I wasn't live streaming. So, so they have my cell phone. So, like I said, there's nothing really is on the video footage to begin with anyway. So, like I said, they were eventually gonna get a copy of the video footage eventually. But so, I don't know why they were going all through this trouble of keeping my cell phone without my permission. So.
Well, it's because two things. One, if they're vindictive, they know that hurts you. And two, when it comes down to it, they want to be able to have control and access to the entirety of the phone. And when they put in the search warrant, it's say, oh, we're only going to get the retrieve the video footage off of it, which is entirely bullshit. Someone's going to go ahead and look at your contacts list and all that stuff. That's why my phones are all encrypted. I go through and encrypt the phones. If it's an iPhone, it should automatically be encrypted. As long as you put in a password on that, then it'll be even more difficult for them to get into.
Yeah.
That's one of the other things I always harp on. Encrypt and pass your cell phones. Android, it's really easy. iPhones, you just make sure you put in the PIN, and there you go. You're good to set because it automatically encrypts. Anything else, though, with Windows or those other ones, I'm not sure about, but those are the minority outliers of cell phones.
Yeah, my cell phone is locked, so they can't get access to it. So.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is it an Android device or an iPhone?
It's an iPhone.
Okay, yeah. So it's going to be a difficult process just to get onto it. In which case, they're going to require your assistance just to get the video footage off of it.
Correct. So. Anything else that you want talk about or anything like that?
No, not really. Unless anybody in the chat there. Let me quickly tab over to the where the video is. Is there anything in the chat? Let's see. Hi Anthony, Tommy. But no, I don't really have anything else to really talk about. And I will fling a chip.
Okay.
Yeah, I just all I'm doing right now is just listening to various live streams while I work on this live streaming expansion that I'm doing. So this way, let's say I make enemies of someone on the internet and they want to shut down my live stream. Well, guess what? It's going to multiple locations, so you have to sit there and push your bot accounts and all that stuff, the flag shutdown on each platform, and that's not easy to do, or sit there and manually do it. And even if someone wants to go and knock out maybe one or two of them, by the time that happens, someone's going to inform me on one of the other platforms as a backup, in which case then I can take emergency precautions against those issues. And if I'm like out there live stream or whatever, and the situation might be turning dire with the someone trying to shut down the live streams, I can go ahead and backtrack out of the situation and then fix the issue and come back later.
Good advice. Good advice. I got a question for you, and I've been like, do you like the term auditor? Because I don't really like the term independent or First Amendment auditor. I really, for me, I really see me as a citizen journalist more than anything else. I mean, like, what's your take on the terms, on the different terms and everything else?
Well, for me, I've been using First Amendment tester longer than First Amendment auditor has been around. And also, I don't exactly go out there as what was one of the big, huge gripes from yesterday's on another live stream was educate and all that stuff. I'm not necessarily going out there to educate the people that I'm testing. I'm testing to make sure they're understanding of the actual laws itself. If they violate them, well, I documented it. I'm not there to educate the individual security personnel. If they're screwing up, they're screwing up. If I'm mentioning anything, it's mainly to gather evidence of further problems with them by saying, go and check maybe the EHS memo or as I now refer to as 41 CFR 102-74.420, which is the federal that's the federal regulation when it comes to filming of federal buildings, and that is at the core of the DHS memo.
Okay, but if we don't take the time to educate them, then down the road we're gonna get hemmed up with even more bogus charges. See?
Well, no, the thing is, they're supposed to know this information before we got there. They're supposed to understand people's civil rights before we got there. At least when it comes to law enforcement, security personnel, that can be that's a different topic for another day. But when it comes to law enforcement, if they don't know these things, then it's best to document it and report to the general public so proper attention can be brought upon the issue itself. Yeah, if we get hemmed up with the charges and stuff like that, that is the whole risk of being involved in this. Even if you do educate them, you do have those law enforcement officers that are willing to violate your rights even though they've been educated on it at that point. They will still hem you up if they want to. I mean, my stance is probably a lot different than many others out there, but as I said, I'm just there to document what happens and to see if, how the flow goes, and then put it out there, disseminate that information out there. Now, is that a journalistic kind of thing? Yes, but I don't consider myself really a journalist. I consider myself media because I produce other kinds of content that are not journalistic or news for the most part, with maybe me talking about various other things, maybe case law and stuff like that, or just like earlier today, when I wandered over to the store testing out some software and shoving cans into the can crusher to get some reimbursement on the money for all the money I spent on soda.
Okay. See, with me, I would like to build bridges with law enforcement and the government more than anything else. Because I know, like, when you start calling them names and everything else, it doesn't help the situation at all. But that's me per se. I just feel like there needs to be some sort of code of conduct and standards for us to follow. That's because I think because if we go. If you go all free, okay,
go ahead, finish your thoughts.
Yeah, because if you go all free for all, I think it takes away from what we're trying to accomplish. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say.
Well, the thing is you will never be able to enforce a code of conduct across everything. All the people that are involved in cop watching, First Amendment testing, and auditing out there. We are too large. And a lot of people that are involved do not want to be told what they can and can't do. Now, what you can do is set up an organization organization, sort of similar to what Nair's trying to do, or what Felipe Jimenez got going with the Black Coat Media. And then if you want to be associated with that, what you can do is say, hey, if you want to be associated with us and use our name or whatever to help add you some more legitimacy or whatever, you have to follow these guidelines. In which case you become an option. In which case you can also become a standard. You see this all the time with tech companies, with the various USB standards. Some people have proprietary connections, they do their own thing when it comes to cell phone hookups or whatever electronic devices. In which case, if you want to be associated with, Nair, we're going to have a National Association for Individual Rights. We're going to have a set of guidelines. If you really want to be able to work with us, use our name, branding, and all that stuff, you're going to have to abide by the guidelines to a certain extent. You don't have to follow every single one, but the guidelines are going to be there for a specific reason and purpose, and that is to hold everybody to a standard. Even the people that are within there will be having to go by those guidelines to a certain extent. There will be times when we don't follow the guidelines to the T due to the fact that we're trying to angle for a civil rights exercise along a certain point where it might involve giving the police the middle finger because that is what you're legally allowed to do. Or it might be a situation where I cursed out the borough council up there in Alaska right at the end of the meeting because they got all upset because of some of the comments I made while giving my 3-minute presentation, which they caused me to run out of 15 seconds. They're trying to chastise me and interrupt me. As is, depending on certain aspects of the individual civil rights test, may go against the guidelines, in which case that's sort of why they're named guidelines. It's just a sort of a standard ruler to go with. But it doesn't mean everybody needs to go, if you're trying to associate, you're going to throw that out the window. We're going to look at you and go, no, you're not going to be associated with us because you're just doing your own thing. We have a set standard of what we want to have going on when you associate with us. We want to build this name thing, the recognition, for a purpose.
Richard Ward coined this last night, and and I think it's awesome. He stated principles before personalities.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of people have principles for their thing kind of thing, and you got people that are just trying to be straight up personalities. You got all kinds of people that are involved within this movement. And the thing is within this movement, it's so big and so large, anybody can join. Anybody right now, they can grab a camera and start filming and say, I'm a First Amendment auditor. There's nothing to stop that. If they want to do that, it's going to happen.
Correct, yes.
It's just how it is. But when it comes down to it, if we start up our own organizations and say, okay, well, I'm with Nair. Well, if Nair says, no, you're not going to be with us because we don't like what you're doing, well, guess what? Now you're not with them, kind of thing. That's the whole difference where you have different groupings in that regard. The same thing can happen with Black Coat Media, where someone goes and causes all kinds of problems, in which case they can say, well, we're cutting ties with you. We don't want to associate with you and all that stuff. And that's within their right, too.
Correct. I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to control everybody. Everybody is free to do their own thing. I'm trying to expand on stuff that I learned along the way, that if we treat them with respect and stuff, they might, I mean, it works better and stuff, believe it or not.
Well, yeah, and that's if you're having a vocal interaction. I mean, as is, it depends on the situation. And I do have my gripes and criticisms of others that go out there and they go out there and curse out people or curse out the cops and stuff like that, or start really causing a public freakout situation with them being the person that's projecting the insults and all that stuff. The thing that we can do with that situation is give our public criticisms of that. Or, better yet, if we have their ear already, talk with them behind the scenes, behind the curtain and all that stuff. But some people, they're not willing to talk behind the curtain or whatever, or we might not have that connection, in which case the only other choice would be the public criticism route.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and as is, I've been vocal. I have my criticism of certain individuals that work this kind of stuff, and I've made criticisms, and I've seen some of them improve, some of them haven't. It's just how it is. I mean, some people will take the advice or information if they hear it. Not everybody's able to hear anything. There's no way I can keep track of all the all the people that are involved in it. It's way too big for me able to do that, and I just don't have the time to invest in it like I could 2 years ago. It's a whole different environment. But yeah, it's just give the criticism. Hopefully, it gets to them. If you don't like what they're doing, is my best recommendation.
I know that there's this one person I know you talk about is News Now Patrick.
Oh yeah, he sort of drives me up the wall, but he's been calming down as of late, which is quite interesting. Hopefully, he's starting to realize that. Yeah, he maybe there is stuff. I mean, there is views and all that stuff in it, and fame, and some money to some extent. But the way I see it, on the long run, if you push it too hard, you're gonna end up hitting a brick wall, and you're gonna be overwhelmed with legal cases galore that you're gonna have to make sacrifices on. And even if he's just trying to be, if he's only going to deal with the criminal cases, never push a civil case at all, you may encounter a situation where you have 6 or 7 different criminal cases lined up against you within a 6-month period. In which case,
I know that. I mean, I know that personally. I hear you.
Yeah. And that is one of the reasons why I'm very slow going with what I'm going. Because I don't have the capability of keeping up with all that kind of stuff, especially when I'm personally working each case and trying to see how I can tackle it and best deal with it. It's a very big time investment. I mean, that's part of the reason also why I'm very knowledgeable on a lot of the laws. Is because I put a huge investment into each situation and trying to find a way to deal with it or create an improvement at some point that will further translate. And I managed to get improvements like with what is it? Like the federal courthouses up in Alaska there. That was a win where I didn't have to push a civil suit at all. The security guard was admonished, from what I understand, from the back line channels, and I've been able to walk into that visitor center area and filming and not be opposed. It's worked out pretty good on that part. And of course, also there's been like the incident with the was my arrest up there in Anchorage a couple of years back. Well, that one, while there was potential to push a civil lawsuit, it was sort of a one-off situation. I didn't think there was really a need to really push it. But on top of that, it did open up a learning opportunity for my audience on how to conduct yourself when you're talking with the prosecutor themselves, trying to navigate your criminal case by yourself when you're not going to have a court-appointed attorney or a civil defender in that case. And so people have used that to some extent and learned and been able to sort of handle themselves a little bit better when dealing with that kind of situation.
You're right. I hear you on that. And another thing, each state is different too. So sometimes you can't apply one set of laws to another set of laws as well too. And I noticed that with the stop and ID stuff.
Yeah, well, the thing is the stop and ID situation is such. It's only in a handful of states that have those stop and ID laws, in which case you're also dealing with a whole different set of case laws in those situations too. You're not just dealing with Brown v. Texas, you're also dealing with Hannibal v. Nevada, I think it was, which specifically deals with, in a stop and ID state, that you still have to give your name in that kind of scenario. Because it's not a Fourth Amendment violation. I have to actually sit down and really read that case again, but on all the specifics. But I mean, that's the whole reason why at least I try to learn the gist of each case that is important to the civil rights. While I may not know it word for word or the specific application, the specific ranges that it covers, if I know the general avenues that it covers, I can go back and read it and see, okay, can I apply it to this case situation? It's a matter of doing your research, and then if you encounter a situation where you need to expand, well, you just make sure, okay, I remember this. I go back and look it up. Remember where you can find it or whatever, bookmark it or whatever, and you go back and you read it over and go, okay, so it applies to this. Maybe I should have done this different, or maybe I have a defensive capability in court with this argument here, just going through these judges' opinions that created that specific case law.
That's good. I agree with you on that one. Okay, I have to get going, and do you have anything else to say to the audience out there, to my wacky fan club?
No, just keep supporting those that you do like, guys. As is, it is the audience that makes the internet personality or auditor or a cop watcher or whatever you want to call it. You're the helping defensive line, because it is the part of the reason why we're protected is because you guys have our backs, whether it is through support donations of monetary means, support for room and board when we're traveling, and maybe even just doing the call flips, helping out with that aspect. That helps us. Just having an audience that's able to help participate and help us, it is the important part.
Yes, we do need, everybody needs support. It doesn't matter. I mean, we can't do this alone. It's a group effort, everybody.
All right, well, I'll let you go, and I'm going to get back to, I got to do some further account recoveries and fixing up before I start linking these into my Restream stuff.
Okay, be safe out there, Bunny Boots Inc., and thank you for calling in. I appreciate that.
All right, have a nice day.
Bye. So, everybody, that's Bunny Boots Inc. He's in Oregon. He's like doing the work out there. He was doing the work in Alaska at one point, but now he's in Oregon, so. And check out his YouTube channel. It's called Bunny Boots Inc. So. Joe Savannah, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm like fed up with the drama queen auditors as well too. Because if every third word is an F-bomb and everything else, and you start calling them names, and it just completely shuts down people. And it's just that's what I mean. There has to be like some sort of like code of conduct and guideline or standards. And man, I like I said, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to control everybody. I mean everybody has their right to do their own thing and everything else. I just, like Richard Lord said last night, I mean, for me, it's principles before personalities. And everything else. I film different things. And everything else. I just don't film like government buildings. I do other stuff. I'm an amateur photographer as well too. I take pictures of different things. I mean, I do have a Facebook page for that as well. So and my other brand is only dedicated to Neptune City, New Jersey. And the other one is Time to Change Jersey Style. So So, like I said, and I want to use my overall like I call parent brand to do like more like I looked at like film like at different press conferences like at the courthouses and stuff like that. So I mean, and like I said, I want to like I want to like build there. I'm building everything from scratch. So it's like so Eastern PA, give me a call. Give us your words of wisdom. So, am I on like a lag time right now? It appears that way. Johnny Dare. Hi, Jen. You heard if Mr. Freeman made it out okay getting across the border at the checkpoint last night? He got cut off of his live stream. Have you heard anything? No, I'm gonna be honest. I did not hear anything. The latest thing I heard that he got charged with 3 summonses coming from that one the defense Army, Air Force. I don't know like what kind of like federal facility it is, but basically he was like let go, not let go, but he got released. But then after that, I don't know. So, but like I said, it's just I mean. Eastern PA, you're not wise. You know what? Everybody is wise, like within their own ways. Everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. It doesn't matter who you are in life. Everybody has strengths and weaknesses. I mean, look at the guy that we have for president. I mean, Donald Trump. He has the strengths and weaknesses. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think he has the temperament for being the president to begin with anyway. But hey, this is what our country wanted. I just think he's not good for our country at all. Donald Trump and his family should have stayed in New York. So, I'm going to be signing off at 10:30. It's 10:40. It's 10:24 now. I'm going to be signing off in 6 minutes. So, like I said, and like right now, and I'm just trying to nourish some of my talents that I have. Yes, I know, like, I don't have, like, a great command of the English language due to my speech impairment. But that's because that's, like, through no fault of my own. But I do have a message to get out. I mean, I still have, like, I have this inquisitive mind that I want to know about the government and stuff like that. I I'm trying to build something positive for myself and everything else. I got like nothing to prove to anybody. I'm just doing this for myself at this point. I want to build this media brand. I'm doing this for myself. I'm not doing this for anybody else except for myself. In being in the media sector, and in this filming like what the government and law enforcement does. I mean, that's my thing. Um, Fathom. Okay. I don't really like to use I don't like to use the term audits. Yes, I mean, yes, I would like to film in in different locations, but right now I can't do it right now is because the Old Bridge, New Jersey Police Department has my cell phone without my permission, so I can't really do anything except except my rambling banter show. Jerry Mitchell, when you do audits, I hate that word. Tell a few people where you plan on going, but do not announce it on your pages so the places you plan on do not know ahead of time. Yes, I agree with that, Jerry. Bunny Boots Inc. The best way to improve on speech impairment is to practice, practice, practice. I have one myself, but many don't realize it is there, except those who get on it about my pronounce. Yes. Yes, that's true. And that's why I'm doing these. That's why I'm doing these live streams and stuff like that. Because, like I said, the only way to do, I have to get out there. I have to start somewhere. I have to start somewhere. And if I sound like a fool at times, you know what? That's fine with me. I'm pretty much, I mean, secure with it at this point because I've been dealing with it since day one, like the day I was born. So it's like, I mean, it's like it doesn't bother me anymore. So Jen, put a cork in your mouth. It would help you you're talking. I don't think so. Well, I disagree with you. Respectfully disagree with you. Because I don't need a cork in my mouth. So, I mean, like I said, and like doing these like live streams is gonna keep helping me. And they're not perfect. So, well, it's 10:28, 10:29. Yeah, 10:28. So I got like 2 more minutes. So I'm gonna put a plug in for my GoFundMe account. I'm gonna like put a link in it in the comment section. So I just put a link for my GoFundMe account. I am working on a shoestring budget. I don't have the fortunate budget, like the budget of, I don't have like a corporate budget that's backing me up or any sponsors or anything like that along those lines. So I mean, any amount counts. It doesn't matter. I don't care if it's like $5, $10, $15, $20. $50, $100, $200, $300, $500. I'm gonna say $1,000 too. I mean, it doesn't matter like what amount that you donate to me. Any amount counts, and I really appreciate it because I mean, and because without that, without my Wacky fan club and the financial donations and stuff like that, I mean, I wouldn't be able to do like a lot of stuff. And like right now, I'm like working on a shoestring budget, and I would look to get like better equipment and things like that. And I'm gonna be honest, I would look to take some classes as well too regarding the business end of things when it comes to building the media brain as well too. So, well, I no, I'm not mad at you, Will. So. So I'm gonna be signing off, everybody. So I want to give a shout out to all my Wacky fans out there. Have a nice, safe weekend out there. I don't know what's the weather gonna be like. So just be safe out there. And don't do anything stupid. I mean, enjoy it. Enjoy your time out there. Have fun. And I will make sure I'll see everybody on the flip side. Be safe out there. And I always have this issue of trying to shut this off as well too. So give me time trying to figure this out. I'm going to shut this off. Be safe, everybody. See you on the flip side.